WrestleMania! 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 It's the one night of the year where the world's biggest wrestling company's biggest stars come together to fight for dominance, supremacy, belts and bragging rights. It's the showcase of the immortals, the show of shows. It's a night that wrestling fans cherish, and the rest of you, well, you sort of tend to ignore it, don't you? And that's fine. That's absolutely fair enough, but this year you should get on board with WrestleMania. It's WrestleMania weekend, and for the first time in its over 30-year history, WrestleMania is going to be held over 2 nights, Saturday and Sunday. And this really is the year that you should get on board. Now, if you're not a big fan of wrestling, maybe you're a lapsed fan or you've never watched it, you might have a vague idea in your head that wrestling is about bronzed, muscle-bound meatheads slowly hitting each other and then posing. And look, I love a muscle-bound hero because that's just game recognising game, but I understand that for a lot of people it can look a bit silly. But the thing is, wrestling has really advanced in the last 20 years. What you see in a wrestling ring is some of the most athletic, incredible feats of physicality in the world. They spin and dive, they're like ballet dancers that look like they really, really hurt each other. It's incredible.
So, hang on, you're telling me WrestleMania is going to be really great this year?
Well, maybe not. You see, unless you're a hermit living in a cave with no Wi-Fi, you've probably noticed the world has changed quite a bit in the last few weeks.
Okay, but if I were a hermit with no Wi-Fi connection, how would I be watching this?
Good point. But what I'm trying to say is, whilst almost every other type of entertainment or event has been cancelled, be it sport, music, theatre, comedy, wrestling ploughs ahead grimly. Because of the pig-headed people who run it, it keeps going. And it's got really, really weird. They're performing in empty arenas in front of nobody. And WrestleMania is going to be the weirdest of the lot. It's supposed to take place in a vast, cavernous stadium filled with cheering fans, fireworks, pyrotechnics, live atmosphere. That's how wrestling's supposed to work. It's supposed to be people cheering on the guys they love, booing the guys they hate, and the wrestlers play up to that response. It's a live theatrical event, and now it's become like this mad art experiment where there's no audience, but they still have to go through the motions anyway. It's because it's much more theatre than it is a true sporting event, and it's a really weird time to watch it. And especially WrestleMania, that's supposed to be not just in an arena but a big stadium, and it's now going to be in the WWE Performance Center. Now, the WWE Performance Center is one of the most advanced training facilities in the world, but essentially all that means is it's a fancy gym. It's a better gym than you or I have ever been to, but it's still just a fancy gym. An event that is supposed to be taking place in a stadium is now taking place in a fancy gym. Can you picture that?
Nah, I can't quite picture it. Can you give me some other examples?
Okay, so imagine Glastonbury was being held in your back garden, or Wimbledon was all being played on a swing ball set, or like if you went up to the Edinburgh Festival to perform a show for the month and ended up performing an hour of comedy every day in what was essentially an emptied out stationery cupboard. Actually, come to think of it, that is basically what I did one year.
Oh, but I saw that show. You were great.
Aw, thank you.
Although you didn't quite strike me as somebody whose opinion I would trust if I saw you on the internet.
Okay, we're kind of getting off topic. The point is, it's going to be really weird, right? Like, it's going to be guys in this empty gym fighting each other for an audience that isn't there. It could be a car crash, it could be incredible, but either way, it's going to be worth watching.
Yeah, but I don't watch wrestling. How on earth am I going to know what's going on?
That's okay. You don't need to know what's going on because WWE are really good at putting together video hype packages that allow you to follow the story. They'll introduce the characters, remind you of the backstory, let you know who you're supposed to root for, who you're supposed to root against, who are the good guys, who are the bad guys, so you can get on board really easily. But that's not even the best part yet, right? Because as weird as it's already going to be, WWE have decided that just match after match of people wrestling in an empty gym might get a little bit samey over 2 nights. So they've decided to include some matches that they have described themselves as zany. So what that means is they've filmed some matches ahead of time, not in the wrestling rings, but on specially made sets, almost like mini movies. We're going to get AJ Styles versus The Undertaker in a Boneyard match, and we're going to get John Cena versus The Fiend in a Firefly Funhouse match.
Boneyard what? Firefly Funhouse match? Look, you're losing me with the wrestling jargon. I don't even know what any of that is.
I know, me either. I watch the wrestling every week and I've got no idea what it is. But that's fine, we're going to find out together, and it's probably going to be really stupid. And it's going to be John Cena, you know, he's in it, the guy from the movies. That's what people like, right? Celebrities doing weird stuff. That's what we're going to get at this year's WrestleMania.
Yeah, but like money's tight right now, so I wouldn't normally pay for a pay-per-view even if somebody on the internet I didn't know told me it was good. You're just telling me this is going to be weird or a bit of a car crash.
That's the best bit, right? Because you don't have to pay through the nose to watch this on pay-per-view. You can sign up for the WWE Network and get a month for free, and then if you don't want to continue, you can just cancel it. So you get both nights of WrestleMania for free to watch live, or later at your own convenience on your phone, your tablet, your TV, your PC, your laptop, however you want to watch it. And it's going to be brilliant. It's going to be something that we're going to be talking about for the rest of our lives, perhaps. It honestly is going to be the weirdest thing happening in the world right now outside of the Tiger King documentary, and you really need to get on board. So hopefully you guys are going to watch, I'm going to watch, we can all talk about it on Monday, and it's going to give us something to do in these weirdest of all times. Anyway, hope you tune in, and I'll speak to you soon. Bye.